तो वेरिफिकेशन कर लेते हैं ना, तो डेली भाग जाता है पर्टिकुलर क्लास की, लेकिन बात करते हैं बैठ के, अभी अभी तो पूछ सकते हैं।
हाँ, ठीक
देखो उसको
ठीक
बैठ के नहीं करना चाहिए, तो बहुत मुश्किल है।
ठीक है ना।
पेपर भी कहाँ पे पेपर रखा हुआ था।
हम्म। Okay. Good morning, students. This is Patnaik sir from Railway English Medium number one, Bilaspur. From today, I'll be teaching you physics. In the previous class, Anand Mishra sir has continued the classes. Now, as you know, he is very busy with the class. He has started class 11. So, from today, I'll be taking your physics. Okay. Now, in physics, most of the important topics have been deleted. After when we'll complete the course, after that we'll see the some deleted topic also, because that will help in the examination. That will be not asked in the examination, but I will try to explain, because it will help you to clear the fundamentals, or you can say basics. See here, in your test 2, you will have only two chapters, that is motion and force and laws of motion. Okay, first and second. Now will come force and laws of motion. Once again, we will revise to get you the basic concepts. Okay. Now, how does an object start moving? How does an object start moving? कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट कैसे अपने आप मूव करता है कोई ऑब्जेक्ट, हाउ डज इट स्टार्ट? वी नीड टू पुट सम एफर्ट, उसके ऊपर ताकत, सम फोर्स हैज टू बी नीडेड टू मूव इट मूव. सपोज दिस इज अ चॉक बॉक्स. It is in stationary position. Will it move? No. We have to apply an external force to get it move. Okay. Now, how we need to put some effort. Effort, you can say कुछ ताकत लगाने से तभी वो movement होगा. We have to put some effort to make it stationary object move. For example, a push, or a pull. For example, this one. Now, this is a stationary object. Now, it is in a stationary position. Will it move? No. Until unless we apply a force, either by push, when you push it, it is moving. Or when you pull this one, this will move. So, a stationary object will move when you put in some effort on it, or you can say if you put some force on it. Now, what is force? A push, a pull is called. What is force? A force is a push, or what is force? A push or a pull. A push or if you push any stationary object, that will what? That will be moving or will move. Or if you pull it, pull matlab खींचना, then also it will move. So you are applying force on that stationary object to make it move. Okay, see, this is an external agent. So what you can say about the force? A force is a push or pull. Now, this is the, if you want, you can take down. Okay. Now next, whenever we pull or push an object, a force acts upon them. Okay. When you push or pull, a particular force acts on them and it will make them move from one place to the other. Okay. As I told you, this is here. When you move, put a force on it, that will move. So that this is an external agent. Okay. So you can write this whenever a push or pull or object. You can take down also this one in your copy. I am writing it on the board. Whenever we push or pull an object, a force acts upon them and makes them move from one place to another. Hence, what can a force do? It can initiate motion in motional objects, initiate motion in motionless object. What does it mean? It will initiate motion in motionless object. Now, this is a box. This, is it moving? No, it is not moving. It is motionless. But when you apply a force on it, it will start to move here. It will start to move. That means, what does a force do? First, force can initiate motion इन मोशन अगर स्टेशनरी है, अगर उसके ऊपर फोर्स रहेगा, देन इट विल मेक इट टू मूव. ओके. सेकेंड पॉइंट, चेंज. चेंज चेंज इंक्रीज or decrease the velocity of the object. Velocity of the object. It can change. Change means either it can increase or decrease the velocity. Now, in the previous chapter, you must have studied about the velocity. Rate of change of speed is called velocity. Suppose a marble is moving in this way. If you put a force to stop it, it will stop. Okay, you can decrease the speed. Similarly, you can increase. Suppose it is moving in this way and you are putting a force to make it faster. That means you are increasing the speed. So, a force can initiate motion in motionless object. Change means either it can increase or decrease the velocity of the object. Third one, it can alter the change of direction. It can alter the change the direction. Suppose it is moving in direction. You know toys. Suppose with a toy is moving in this direction. If you put your hand in this side, that will change the direction. So you can say it change the direction of a moving object. Means an object is moving. If you put your hand here, that thus you can change the direction of the moving object. Okay. Fourth one, change the shape and size of the object. Change the shape and size of the object. Now, what are the characteristics? What can a force do? First, it can initiate motion in motionless object. It can initiate motion in motionless object. Means if the object is stationary, motionless, move नहीं कर रहा है, तो उसको अगर force करेंगे, it will start to move. Second, it can change, increase or decrease the velocity of the object. Suppose the car, small toy is moving at suppose 10 meters per second. Then if you apply force, उसको अगर force लगाएंगे, ताकत लगाएंगे, तो उसका speed बढ़ा भी सकते हैं और speed को कम भी कर सकते हैं. Increase the velocity of the object. Third, alter the change the direction. Suppose the car is moving small toy. Suppose we can't say car because car it needs maximum more force. Okay, similarly you can do now. Alter the change the direction. Suppose small toy car is moving east towards east. If you put your hand, you can change the direction of that car. And fourth, change the shape and the size of the object. You can change the shape. Suppose a balloon is here. If you apply force, you can change the shape of that particular object by applying the force. So a force can initiate motion, motion objects, change the velocity of the objects. Change means it can either increase or decrease. Alter the change the direction. You can change the direction of a moving object, okay, and change the shape and the size of the object. तो फोर्स ये चारों चीज कर सकता है. If you want, you can take down also the very important points. These are the basics. Now, effects of force. Now, there are two type of forces. I hope that you took down all these points, important points. Whenever you will study, come into to the physics class, come with your copy and pen so that you can take down the important points. Although I will be sending the notes also, but important points. Now, we'll see the types of forces. Now, there are two types of forces, balance force and unbalanced. There are two types of force, balanced forces and unbalanced forces. Now see balance force. Balance force, and there are two type of forces. First is balance force and the second is unbalanced force. Balance force, when equal amount of forces are applied on an object. Now what are balance forces? When equal amount of forces are applied on an object from different directions such that they cancel out each other. Now when equal amount of forces are applied. Suppose This, suppose I kept it in the, can you see me? You can't see it. I'm keeping, suppose this is a table and you have kept this box here. Okay, box or book, anything. Now we'll see that force exerted by that table. Force is exerted by the table. This is mass, weight, you can say. अब जैसे ये है, ठीक है, इसका वेट भी है, फोर्स exerted by the table also on the table. ये टेबल के, सपोज दिस इज अ टेबल, ये टेबल के ऊपर बॉक्स रखे, इसका भी फोर्स है, वेट ऑल्सो, बट इट इज नॉट मूविंग. Okay, it is in stationary position. So these are balanced forces are acting, but they are balanced forces. So that the object is in stationary. That is why the object is stationary. Forces are acting, but the object is neither moving. Okay, it is not moving. It is in a stationary position. So what we can say, when equal amount of forces are applied on the object, force इसके ऊपर भी फोर्स है, वेट है, देन फोर्स एक्सर्टेड और टेबल के ऊपर भी ये लगा हुआ फोर्स है, बट दे आर कैंसलिंग ईच अदर. दैट इज व्हाई द object is not moving. When equal amounts of forces are applied on an object from different directions अलग अलग directions में, but they cancel out each other. Second, they do not change the state of rest or motion. Now this particular object is rest. इसमें फोर्स है लेकिन ये रेस्ट इसको चेंज कर पा रहा है क्या? इज इट इन मोशन? नो. अगर बॉडी रेस्ट है तो रेस्ट में ही रहेगा. तो वैसी फोर्सेस को अपन बैलेंस फोर्सेस कहते हैं. दे डू नॉट चेंज द स्टेट ऑफ रेस्ट और मोशन. सच टाइप ऑफ फोर्सेस आर कॉल्ड बैलेंस. मतलब कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है बट दैट इज नॉट चेंजिंग. सच टाइप ऑफ फोर्सेस आर कॉल्ड बैलेंस फोर्सेस. Here I drawn a table, book is here, weight here, and here force exerted on the table. But that book is not moving. It is in stationary position. That is what, when equal amount for applied on object, force is applied, but they cancel out each other. सब cancel हो जाता है. They do not change the state of rest. ये state of rest or motion, ये rest है, तो as it is rest में ही है. उसके ऊपर फोर्स आ रहा, सच टाइप ऑफ फोर्सेस को बैलेंस फोर्सेस कहते हैं. I think you had, as I told you, from next class we are having on today's Friday, Monday. When you will come to the physics class, come with a copy, take pen, whatever the important points, take down. Okay? Now we will come to unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces. Now what is unbalanced forces? See here. Motion of an object. Now see here, I was talking about the unbalanced forces. And fourth, I'm writing it here, they can change the shape or size of object. Shape, size of the object. See here, now unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces. Now what are unbalanced forces? When forces applied to an object are of different magnitude, you have must have studied about the magnet, or you can say not in opposite direction as to cancel. As I told you, this is a duster. Okay, it is in stationary, balanced force is there. But when you apply force like this, it is trying to move. Such type of forces are called unbalanced forces. When forces applied to an object are of different magnitude, ये जितना फोर्स है उससे ज्यादा अपन अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, दैट इज वाई इट इज मूविंग. ओके, they can alter the state of rest or motion of an object, alter, change, okay, the state of rest. Now suppose this is in rest position, when you apply force this starts to move. So this is unbalanced forces. Okay, it will not cancel, it is trying to move. You can say they can alter the state of rest or in motion of an object. Third, they can cause acceleration in an object. Acceleration, you have studied in the earlier chapter, rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Suppose you are moving in a motorcycle at a speed of 50 kilometers. When you raise the accelerator, the speed from 50 to it can raise to 70, 80, 90. Accelerate करना, speed को बढ़ाना, change का rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Now when you apply force to this, suppose body is moving this way small. Okay, if you put a force on this will start moving faster. That means they can cause acceleration in an object. And the fourth point, they can change the shape or size. As I told you, this is a box. If I put a force, you can change the shape of the box. That is, so unbalanced forces, when forces applied to an object are of different magnitude, means or not in the opposite direction cancel, they can alter the change of state of rest or motion of an object, then they can cause acceleration in an object, and fourth point, they can change the shape or size of the object. I hope that you have understood this. I am giving simple question. Only two questions. I will write it on the board. Try to write the answers. Okay. I think that you took down all these notes. Okay. Very important because when you sit and read this one, this I wrote it in very easy language that you can. If I say what is unbalanced forces, you can write this. They can alter the state of rest or motion. They can cause a. Or if I say differentiate between balanced forces. Question may be asked in this way. Difference between balanced and unbalanced force. One side, whatever is balanced force I given, you will write, and in the second part, you will write the unbalanced forces. Okay. In the next class, we will try to do what is force of friction. Force of friction means friction मतलब क्या होता? Opposing force. तुम चल रहे, अगर ये friction नहीं चल नहीं पाओगे. Something which opposes your force is called friction. We'll continue and we'll see what did Galileo do, Galileo arguments, and as per Galileo's inference, Newton's presented three laws of motion. Newton's first law, Newton's second law, and Newton's third law. What is Newton's first law of motion, second law of motion, third law? We'll study in the next class. Okay? I will be sending the notes also today. 4 5 questions I will give, and I will through WhatsApp I will send that questions. Okay. If the answers are there, if you already wrote it, no need to write it. But I will try to give the notes in simpler language that so that it will be easy to understand and learn. Okay. With this, Time is running out. I'm ending my class. First write down these two questions. First write these questions and try to write the answers. Okay. Ample time is there. So slowly we'll do. What is force? You know, any pull or push of an object. Okay. Balance force as I explained today. Then state two differences between balanced and unbalanced forces. After completing this, we'll do some numericals also because only two chapters are there for the test tube. Enough time, ample time is there. So we'll continue slowly, each and every topic. Okay, in deep detail so that you're able to understand the concepts of this physics. Physics is a subject. Write down, take down these questions and try to make the notes of this. Okay. Now time is running with this. I am ending my class. In the next class, we'll meet on Monday. Today in the afternoon, I'll be sending the notes of this. Okay. Okay, dear students, thank you and have a nice day.